Hey guys, my name is Noir and I'm a singer-songwriter and you're with the section right now. I I really like storytelling a lot, so I watch a lot of films. I draw a lot of inspirations from watching films and just how they go about like storytelling. I feel like in my music I tell a lot of stories and that's how I get my message across and how I connect. I'd like to call myself a student of the genre. So I make R&B music and I consider myself a student. So I listen to a lot of music, I do a lot of research, and when I find a song I like, I figure out what I like about it, what I can learn from it, and how I can incorporate that into my music. Upset was a song I made about drama that comes in a relationship or a situationship and how other people outside can get involved, so like your friends, your family, just people that are talking and dealing with that. So that was what I was thinking about when I was making the song. But it didn't come from a personal experience. I just, sometimes a lot of my songs or some of my songs are not all from real experiences. I try to exaggerate some things and like subtract, add, just move things around. I think opening for King Sunny Ade was the highlight for me. I did that back in 2017 and meeting him for the first time, I don't want to say if I was starstruck, but I think I was starstruck. I was, because my dad is a big fan of KSA and I grew up listening to his music. My dad played his music for me when I was young, so I guess that's been like the biggest highlights for me. I haven't had a lot of collaborations, I've only worked with two artists, Escord and Higo, and it was a pleasure working with them. Everything was organic. We started off as friends that make music and then we started making music together. And I believe working with them, I've grown as well. I've learned from them. I've learned work ethic. I've learned hard work and patience as well. So shout out to them, man. I like looking at clothes, people wearing clothes. I like seeing what people do with clothes. What else? Film, fashion, and just real life experiences as well. Some of my songs are not just based on my experiences. They're probably experiences I've heard from other people or just other stories that I've come across, and I just decided to tell. So really it's a lot of things, but I'd say primarily fashion and music. To be honest with you, I am still learning that and figuring that out. I like to create music a lot, but I've learned that there's a time to make a lot of music, and then when you put the music out, you have to dedicate time to promote it. So I'm figuring out the balance between that at the moment and also performing as well. I consider myself a hopeless romantic, but a sad hopeless romantic. So not depressed, no, just sad. But I think artists in general, we go through a lot of emotions every day, and for me, making music is tapping, it's emotion, like you're emoting, you're communicating through how you feel. And most of the emotions I feel when making songs, desire, frustration, heartbreak, those three things, I think heartbreak, desire, and emotion, they have helped me to be vulnerable in my music, in writing about how I feel, whether it's toxic or not, and just being able to get someone to connect to what I'm trying to say. Whether it's a sad song or it's a song about adoration, anything. I'll most likely be a creative director and or a designer. I feel like music is the center of my universe right now, and fashion is one of the facets, one of the planets around, So, but if I wasn't making music, I love creative directing. I love clothes, man. Yeah. I'd say you should figure out yourself, figure out who you are. I believe when you figure out who you are, you will know the kind of music you want to make. You will find your sound. So find yourself, and then you find your sound, and then you find your tribe. Because when you start putting music out, music that you truly want to make, the people that gravitate towards that, those are the members of the tribe. I think that's the best way to build up. Yeah. I don't fall down a lot, but I've fallen down a few times. And yeah, I went for a party and I was coming down the stairs and I slipped and I fell down. And I felt like the whole dance floor, they felt it when I hit the floor. But yeah, I think that's one of my most embarrassing moments.